In this lesson, I'm going to show you exactly how to master the double column cashbook. And I've written a song to make sure you never forget the rules again. Forget the debit the receiver and credit the giver rule. Here is a quick preview.
Hey, Yagayo, EZIKAN! Master Double Column Cashbook with EZIKAN style. Every time money comes into your business, it goes into your left pocket, debit. And every time money goes out of your business, it leaves from right pocket, credit.
Now please note, watch this lecture to the end. The song will make much more sense once you see how it applies to these principles. Let's get started. Imagine you own a small shop and you are wearing a very special pair of trousers. These trousers have pockets on the left and pockets on the right. On the left side, you have two pockets. On the left, you have two pockets. One labeled cash. This is the left. Pocket 1, pocket 2. And at the right side, you also have two pockets. Right. Pocket 1, pocket 2. Two pockets on the left, two pockets on the right. One labeled cash and the other one labeled bank. And at the right hand side, you also have one of the pockets labeled cash and the other one labeled bank. The pocket that is labeled cash is where you stuff physical paper money. The other labeled bank is where you track money in your bank account. On your right side, you have the exact same thing, the rule. Every time money comes into your business, it goes into your left pocket. If money comes into your business, it goes into your left pocket. Every time money goes out of your business, it leaves from a right pocket. That is it. Left is in. Right is out. Left is in. Right is out. In. Out. Take note of that. If you can remember that, you just master 90% of cashbook. Let's draw it. Double column cashbook can also be called two column cashbook. So the layout of two columns cashbook. Layout of double column cashbook. So we have double column cashbook divided into two sides. It is divided into two sides. You have the left hand side. This line will be thicker than the other lines. The left hand side, and the left hand side is called the debit side, while the right hand side is called the credit side. This is bank, cash. We may have folio, we may have particulars and date. Date, particulars, folio, cash, bank. Then at the credit side also you have the same thing. Date, particulars, folio, cash, and bank. These are the two sides to double column cashbook. We have credit side, the right hand side, debit side, the left hand side. Remember the song. Anytime money is coming into the business, money coming in, money coming in goes to the left-hand side. From this line to this side, that is the left-hand side. Money coming into the business, you record them at the debit side. Anytime money is going out of the business, money going out, it moves from the right-hand side, so we credit it. The right-hand side is called the credit side. The left-hand side is called the debit side. Every time we write down something, we just ask ourselves 3 magic questions. There are 3 magic questions you should always ask yourself each time you want to write down something. Number 1, direction. Is money coming in or going out? You've already knew from the song that if money is coming in, it goes into the left pocket, debit. And if money is going out of the business, it moves from the right pocket, that is, you credit it. Then the second question you ask yourself is about the mode. Is it cash or bank? If it is cash, you will record it under cash. If it is bank, you record it under bank. So either debit side or credit side. Please take note of that. Number 3, the story. The story is, why did it happen? So the reason why it happens always goes into the particular column. Why it happens is usually entered or written at the particular column. So for instance, if you sell goods, so why does this transaction happen? It happens through sales. That means you will need to put sales. If you sell goods, money will be coming into the business. The business will receive money from the goods sold, so you debit it. If you buy goods, business will pay out money. That means it will go out of the right pocket. You credit it. If you pay for expenses, transport, rent and rates, salaries and wages, if you pay for expenses, the money is going out of the business. That means it moves from the right pocket, so you credit it. When you receive commission, the business receive commission. It is money coming into the business, so you debit it. So let's talk question as example. Example: the following transaction took place in the month of May 22x. May 1st, started firm with capital in cash 250. May 2nd, bought goods on credit from Okoye 300 naira. May 4th, sold goods on credit to Fulani 400 naira. On the 6th of May, paid rent by cash 12 naira. On the 9th of May, Fulani paid his account by check 400 naira. On the 10th of May, Tani paid us 150 naira by check. On the 12th of May, we paid Okoye 300 naira by check. On the 15th of May, we paid carriage by cash 23. On the 18th of May, pay rent by check 18. You are required to prepare 2-column cash books for the month of May 22x. Now let's have the solution to the question. So you have the name of the entity is not there, so you have to prepare 2-column cash book. 2-column cash book for the month of May. For the month of May 22x. Remember, we have 2 sides. The left-hand side, debit. So we have a column for bank, a column for cash, a column for folio, another column for particular. We have date and particulars. So at the right hand side, we also have same date, particulars, folio, cash, and bank. Folio column is for reference purpose. We use folio for reference purpose. This is the credit side. This is the debit side. Now, the currency is in Naira. Back to the question. You were told May 1st started firm with capital in cash, 250. You are just starting a business. That means you are putting money into the business. This money comes into the business. The money you use to start the business comes into the business. Remember, anytime money comes into the business, so it goes to the left pocket, debit. So that means we are going to debit it. And I've told you, you have to ask yourself, question, what is the mode of transaction? Is it in cash or bank? So the word cash is there. That means it will be recorded in the cash column, the left-hand side, because money comes into the business. 250 will be recorded in the cash column at the left-hand side on the 1st of May. So May 1st. May 1st. So we put the 250 under cash column and started business. The money used to start the business is called capital. Of course, it has been written as capital. The money comes into the business, so it goes into the left pocket, debit. So on the second transaction, on the 2nd of May, bought goods on credit from Okoye, 300. So this transaction, the money hasn't come into the business, neither has the money gone out of the business. The goods were bought. The business is supposed to pay. But since it was bought on credit, the business hasn't paid for it. Since it hasn't been paid for, the money hasn't left the business. So this will not be recorded in the cash book. So we don't record credit transaction in the cash book. Then on the 4th of May, sold goods on credit to Fulani, 400. Goods were sold to Fulani. Fulani is supposed to pay the business, but Fulani hasn't paid. The business hasn't received the money, so it will not be recorded. Transactions on credit will not be recorded. So we are not going to record these two in the cash book. On the 6th of May, paid rent by cash, 12 Naira. Paid rent by cash. The business is paying for rent. So see, business is paying. The cash is going out of the business. The cash is going out of the business. Anytime the money goes out of the business, it goes into the right pocket. It leaves from the right pocket rather. Every time money goes out of your business, it leaves from a right pocket. So since this money is leaving from the right pocket, we are going to credit it. And the mode of transaction is cash. So we are going to put it under cash column. So, and why does it happen? The business paid for rent. So we will put rent under the particular column. So rent will be recorded, written under the particular. So May 6. May 6. Sorry, under date. May 6. So the business is paying for rent and the payment is by cash, 12 Naira. So we record it under cash. After the 6th of May, we have the 9th of May. Fulani paid his account by check, 400. Fulani is the one that paid. Remember, Fulani is the third party. The business belongs to us. So we are the owners of the business, but Fulani pays us. The Fulani pays the business. That means the business receives the money. That means money is coming into the business. Every time money comes into your business, it goes into your left pocket. Since money is coming into the business, Fulani is a third party who pays the business. Business receives the money. So since the business will receive the money, that means the money is coming into the business. Therefore, it will go into the left pocket. So what is the mode of transaction? Fulani paid his account by check. Check note is presented by the bank. Therefore, it will be recorded in the bank column. Then who pays it? Fulani. Fulani will be recorded in the particular columns. So the business receives, you debit, you put it at the left pocket through bank. Remember, we have 2 pockets at the left, 2 at the right, 1 cash, the other 1 bank. So on the 9th of May, we have Fulani is the one that paid. Fulani pays through bank, and the amount involved is 400. It goes into the left pocket, debit. After the 9th of May, then we have on the 10th of May, we have Tani paid us. Tani is also another entity. It's a third party who pays us. So that means the business receives it. Us there is telling you that the business belongs to us. Tani pays us. So paid us. So that means the business receives the money. So money is coming into the business. Therefore, it goes into the left pocket. So since it goes into the left pocket, you debit it. And the payment is by check. That means you are going to record it in the bank column. Then, why does it happen? Or why did it happen? So, that means Tani paid. So in that case, you record the 150 in the left-hand side because the money comes into the business. So it goes into the left pocket under bank column. So we have on the 10th of May, Tani paid us 150 by check. So it goes into the left pocket, debit. Now, on the 12th of May, we paid Okoye 300 naira by check. We paid Okoye 300 naira by check. We are the one that pay. Remember, the business belongs to us. So it means the business pay 300. To who? To Okoye. So business, the money is leaving the business. Therefore, this will go into the right pocket. We paid. Shows that the business, that is, we are the business. We are the one that paid. The money is leaving us. So it will leave from the right pocket. So you credit. So the check note is presented by the bank, and Okoye is the one to whom it is paid. So we record it in the right pocket. That is the May 12th. Okoye. How much is it? 300 naira by check. 300. On the 15th of May, we paid carriage by cash, 23. Paid carriage. Business is the one that pay for carriage. That means the money is going out of the business. So if money is going out of the business, it will leave the right pocket. So you credit. So you are going to credit. So the mode of payment is cash, and the amount paid is carriage. So it's carriage outwards. So money leaves the business. Therefore, it is carriage outwards. On the 15th, you have carriage outwards. How much? 23 cash. So you record it under cash column. Then on the 18th, we have paid rent by check, 18. This is a rent paid, and the payment is by check. Payment is by check, paid rent by check, 18. So it means money goes out of the business. So when you pay for rent, you are paying for rent. You rented an apartment, you are paying for it. Money will leave the business. Money goes out of the business. So that means if money goes out of the business, it will leave from the right pocket. So the amount is through check, which is bank. So we credit it. So we have on the 18th of May, we have rent by check, 18. We balance the account since we have recorded the entire transaction. There is nothing left to be recorded. If you look at the cash column here, you have 250 here. The left-hand side is greater than the right-hand side. So that means you have the total here. 250, whichever side is greater. So the same line. The total must be at the same level. 250. The last day in the month of May is 31st. Put balance carried down. Remember, you have 250 here. This is 12 plus 23. That is 12 plus 23. That is 35. You subtract 35 from 250. There you have 215. That is the amount you will have as balance carried down. Then the left-hand side under the bank, the total is 550. And the right-hand side, you have 318. The 550 is greater than 318. So the difference will be written as balance carried down. So 232. So the total is 550. So whatever you have as balance carried down will be brought down to the next period. After May, you have June. June 1st, balance brought down. Your carried down is what will be recorded as brought down. 215 to be brought down to the next period. 232. 215 under cash. 232 on the bank. If you find this method of teaching useful, please like the video and also share it with others. Type next in the comment below so that I will adopt the same method in my next video. Thanks for watching.